Woohoo! Welcome back to Big Herb the Nerd and some more FM19 early access footage for you lovely people. Today, we're not concentrating on one feature in particular, just all of the fun little features. The little features, little tweaks here and there that make the game that little bit more enjoyable, at least in my opinion. I'm very, very excited to show you some of these. And you may use them, you may not, but I'm excited about them. So, let's get into this random assortment of features. So the first little feature we want to show you today, or I want to show you today, is the movable sidebar. Check it out over here. You can drag and drop and move these little icons around. It seems small, but if you're using ones down here, ones I always use, scouting, that's always an annoying one to find. Board sometimes, under 19s. For my West Ham beta save, I'm going to be running a Youth Academy challenge. Let's get it under 19s up underneath the squad so I can quickly get to them. Team reports, tactics, dynamics, maybe drop that down a little bit. Training is an tactic. Where's training? Training. Get up higher. You're going to want to using it. So you can reorder this home bar the way you wish. That seems small, but may help you. Just, you know, that quick clicking, the navigation piece. Schedule is one I always lose as well. I don't know why. I can never find the bugger. But now you can list them in that top box however you want. Small, but I think a lovely little feature. The next one is the fact that you can right click the bar as well. Now this one is good. So what you can do is, as I'm confidently showing here in this video, you can right click on the bar, and instead of having to go in and click one of these tabs, it just shows them in this menu here. So you can right click, jump straight into. One I would definitely use is the one, let me just rewind back. There we go. Squad depth. I'm always in this squad depth screen. The overview's alright, but the squad depth is where I want to go. A quick right click and change. Seems small again, but I really, really like it. These two features I think are actually Dr. Benji's favourite. But he was going on about them the whole time. But yes, little features that just help. And FM18 added a lot of clicks to the game. In FM19 they've made it much easier to click and move around. To try and remove some of those clicks, or at least make it easier to navigate, give you multi ways of navigating around Football Manager 2019. The next one we want to show you are the dividers. Look at this, watch this, sweet. Oh, separators, not dividers. You can now add lines. That's essentially all they are. It's just lines, left, right, or both, around your team screens. And you know I love a team screen. My set piece screens, my defenders and attackers screens, my just general running of the team screens. You can now, like, button up, I was going to say, put some margins in to focus your eye on exactly what you want to look at for different things. Your match stats, your training stats. The possibilities are endless. This again, a very small little thing, but just helps navigate. If you've got a lot of columns in it, you'll see some of my team views that I put out on the Steam Workshop, in my opinion, have too many columns in it because it makes it very difficult to actually read the data. This will just help you. Okay, this is the box I'm looking at. I judge this. Then I move on to this next section. It just helps walk your eye through the data. And as we know, there's a lot of data in FM19. But if these little things help people get into that data, get into the depths of the simulation in Football Manager, it's only going to be a good thing for the game. So this one I am very, very excited about. The next small little feature is the schedule. It may look very similar, but let me take your eye over here, keen sirs. It is now sort of subtotaled by month. So you can see how your months are building, the amount of games you're playing per month, how many teams you're playing, how many games you got, what your sort of how that training is going to be affected by that, how many, it's small, yes, but it just lets you look at that month by month. You can take your team through. Okay, obviously August is friendly, so that's fine, but you go September, first Bundesliga. Actually, look, right, we've got 5 league games and a Champions League group game in there. Right, we're going to have that Wednesday game. We've got 2 weeks of Wednesday games in. We're going to have to make sure that training's right for those games, that we're rotating, we're thinking about the squad planning month by month. It just helps, again, train your mind and breaks it up from being just one bloody giant list of fixtures. You can now see it month by month. Small feature, but I think pretty damn useful. Again, again, just helping you cut through the amount of data that's on the screen, making it more accessible and easier to view for the player. Okay, so next up we have the scouting. Instead of doing a full list of scouting, I've included a couple of features here, but the cards are now laid out differently. You've got your scout report, your attributes, your position and role data, and your medical, all on the front of the card, along with all the information around their potential. And you can also list the cards out. The cards will now come in a list, as opposed to before when they just sat in your inbox, which was a giant pain. So you now can view all your cards, you can pull in the necessary information and quickly highlight and do whatever you need to on these guys. Essentially highlight and scout them further if you need to on the ones you don't have enough knowledge on and you want to pick for ratings. You can put it in that list form. But also if you were a fan of the cards, I mean, I was a little fan I wasn't a fan of the amount you had to fire through. But all this information that's now in here is much better use of the space. They've squeezed essentially what the original card was into half of the screen. And the other half now, you get the scout report. You can see what the pros and cons are that player according to your scouts. Their attributes. It's just great. Instead of having to hover over that little eye that brought up the box in FM18, it's now right here in front of you. Position and roles there as well. And then medical. Again, something that we probably don't pay enough attention to. I always forget to look at their injury susceptibility. This just makes it so much easier, and then the ability to look at them all in list form, absolutely spectacular. Just a little, like I say, quality of life change that will make it so much easier when scouting and looking for those new players. Whilst we're in scouting, we'll have another little look at one of the features that we're within there that I was going to include as part of a scouting video, but we'll pick up right now, is the ability to click on filter within the list or the card section and change the delivery method of the news stories. So you can have it in the scouting center, in your mailbox, bit of both, or not at all. You can also set the minimum recommendation level, which I believe was in last year, but this bit here is the big one. There's also further lists of these for other communication preferences, where you can literally go through and decide, okay, only send me, I think it's in advanced filters, only send me information for these certain things. So you can really tailor back what hits your inbox, what you then deal with as part of your scouting center, maybe on a monthly basis, make it part of your routine for managing. Just again, a little thing just to help make the quality of the game a little better. And I love it. Easy to navigate, easy to understand. What do I want to see? What am I interested in? Boom, boom, boom. Clear up my inbox, leave it in my scout center. Easy peasy. Okay, the next feature is a very small one again, but you get a news story for upcoming competitions to scout. So your scouts, you'll send them out on assignments, you set them up, go on, bugger off, go around Eastern Europe, go and find me some Wonder Kids, go on, bugger off to bloody Argentina and Brazil, get me some Wonder Kids. But you will get a calendar alert to say, hey, there are some competitions starting within the next month. Do you want to scout them? So you will not miss a competition again. You can create assessments from this page here, from this little news story, just to say, actually, yeah, go on then. One of you scouts go over and scout the Austrian Premier League. Probably not the Austrian Premier League, but just the opportunity, again, just makes it easier to manage the game. There's a lot going on. And once you get your scouts set up, I do the same. Once I got my assignments, I pretty much bugger off and leave them. Having this pop up to remind you that you need to be going in and actually looking at competitions and just actually, you know what, go on, I'll give that one a go. I'll give the Swiss Super League a scout. Let's see what we get out of there. Just a very small little feature, but so useful when you're looking to get the most out of scouting and find those gems across the multi-leagues. The next and probably penultimate feature, which definitely my favorite non-match feature change, is a training rating. Did I capture the first list? I didn't, bloody hell. So here we have your training of individuals. You can see a detailed or a list form. Their training rating. Every person has a training rating, and it tells you how well they performed. So you can see, okay, who is putting in the effort in the first team and the youth team. Who should I be giving some chances to? You know, if I'm in a bit of poor form, who's not really trying, and who is chomping at the bit for, you know, that next chance. This list, spectacular. You can praise the guy straight from there. Very easy to do. There's also the list form, which I believe you'll be able to then change. It tells you all their positions, their focuses, their training intensity. So you can manage this as well. Manage it all individually from a list. and their individual roles and duties will become more or less important depending on what schedules you have been using. But go and watch the training video that I've put out if you want to understand more about schedules. But yes, a training rating for your players is my favourite non-match new feature I think they've brought in, bar the big ones and the actual training schedule itself and tactics, obviously. But of these little bad boys, oh, so nice, so nice. So I lied. Well, I say penultimate. There's two features I want to talk about as part of the match engine here, where we were mid in a game against Barcelona, where as Bayern Munich we were winning, and you will see on this left hand side here, they're bloody colour-coded. The ratings are colour-coded. Lewandowski got the goal, 8.2 in that beautiful green. It just helps. Just helps a little bit. Instead of colouring the numbers, which is think of what they did last year. I can't even remember FM18 now. It's gone. They coloured the box. Simple yet effective. You can quickly at a glance see, okay, where are my problems? Where's the majority of my good play coming from? I love it. Very simple, but I love it. Little colour coding makes all the difference, much like the purple, which I love, by the way. Hashtag purple people. So the last of the small features that I really enjoy is this. Boom. Curl on the ball. They've added curl to the ball in the match in both 3D and 2D, and it seems small. It seems like a very small thing. I love a curled free kick there from James Rodriguez. But it just made all the difference to watching the game. It makes it feel more like a real football game. It's something that you don't notice until you watch them play. Even then, the slight curl, the ball just, the way it moves, it makes the goals look better. I feel like you score better goals because you're watching what looks like someone actually play football. Little change, but believe me, if you are a rager, you hate the 3D match engine because of all the problems. Give it a try. Give it a chance, because I feel like there will be still some problems. Let's be real. It's still Football Manager. It's still the same match engine. But the little tweaks that they have made just make it that little bit more enjoyable. And even if you are a 2D player, it is within 2D as well. It's there. But when you see it, you'll think, bloody hell, Herb, you're right. It's beautiful. And that's why it's probably my favourite feature, because the in-game is what we get behind, is what we love. Look at him. Oh, he's swinging it in. Oh, so good. But that there wraps up my list of favourite features in FM19, the smaller features. I hope you have enjoyed the list. If you have got any questions on anything that you've seen within any of the footage I put out this week, then let me know on this alpha build before the beta drops Friday at the latest. We're all very excited about that. But let me know down below. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Getting ready for my beta save, the West Ham United Youth Academy Challenge. And I will see you back next time for some more we just scored a goal. What a way to finish the episode. For some more Football Manager 2019 action. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.